Hi, I think I'm going to title this video, Why the Girls Don't Like the Mountains. One of the mothers was talking to the girls, and she talked about how beautiful the mountains are where you're from, and she said the look on the girls' faces, she said they got very stiff, and they were like, no, no. And then the next day we actually left here and drove a few hours up into the remote mountains, and we saw and understood why they didn't like the mountains. I am talking, they were breathtaking views. In the United States, you would have to be, only the ultra-rich could afford a view like this. And yet, the extreme poverty that's in these mountains. But I want to share what happened last Sunday. And I'll try to explain this as quickly, but I want to lay a little bit of a background. I was walking up to one of the homes where the grandmother takes care of her granddaughter. I don't know the situation behind that. But the pastor has been in this village, visiting this village for about a year and a half. Okay, the grandmother is still Buddhist. So when they first came to the village, the Christians were not welcomed. Okay, but within a year and a half, they've been helping people and letting the Christian light shine, the light of Christ and the love of Christ, showing the love of Christ. And so she knows that he's a good man. So I had the advantage that I was walking up to her home with him. But I want to share with you what happened. Her granddaughter is stunningly beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And when I saw her, I also saw she looked just like the beautiful girls in Bangkok, the ones that were being trafficked. And it just broke my heart. She's 15 years old. Of course, we started this trip in Bangkok, and so we saw the trafficking in the city first. And when I walked up to the grandmother, we hadn't been introduced yet, and she looked me dead in the eye and said, in a very serious tone, "Do you like her? You can have her." And I about fell over. I thought maybe she would introduce herself, say welcome, offer me a glass of water, but she offered me her granddaughter. And it just shows the desperation of the people here for their children and their grandchildren. And I have to believe that if I hadn't been with the pastor, but maybe I had come with an interpreter that made a really good impression, and I had said, I can offer your granddaughter work and an education and take her off this mountain, that she would have given her granddaughter to me, and she could have been trafficked. And it shows the risk. It just made that connection for me of how easily these girls can be trafficked. It was heart-wrenching, and I hope you see a piece of what I saw, and you understand the risk that these girls face every day, and the changes that we're going to make, because we're getting a few off the mountain. So have a great day.